Well, Saturday found me and a lot of other people in Trout Creek, where there was a commemoration and plaque ceremony for 4 fallen firefighters of the big blow-up. Watch this.
But as we were getting ready for this event, the 100-year anniversary, we started to learn more about the 4 firefighters who lost their lives just a few miles from here in the Swamp Creek drainage. And we thought, well, maybe it was time that we did some kind of special recognition for them here in the valley. And so that's what we wanted to do. These 2 posters here are they're signs that are going to go up at the Swamp Creek trailhead. And they kind of go through the sequence of events of what happened 100 years ago. So the names of the 4 men that lost their lives at Swamp Creek were B. Williams, George Feets, George Strong, and A.G. Barrett. So what do we know about these 4 men? Unfortunately, not as much as we would like. Back in those days, there were thousands of men traveling through the country, going from job to job. Times were hard. The Forest Service, when all these fires were burning, they were signing men up everywhere, you know, and oftentimes the only thing we knew was the name that the person signed on the enrollment sheet when they were hired. So we designed this commemorative plaque to honor these 4 men that gave their lives fighting wildfires here in the valley. We're going to put this plaque several miles up the trail, next to the Swamp Creek Trail, on the rock slide where we think they took shelter that night of August 21st. And I'm hoping that as people pass by on the trail, they'll stop and they'll look at this, so remember these 4 men and think about the sacrifice they made in 1910 fighting the wildfires. Thank you.
Well, that's great that we recognize those who pulled together to help one another in a time of crisis.
Well, you know, they say that tragedy has a way of bringing people closer together.
And speaking of tragedy, once a year, a select few locations become the setting for truly great performances of some of the most profound stage plays ever written. The Montana Shakespeare in the Parks is a non-profit, free-to-the-public event that always brings out the appreciators of the arts to appreciate performing art.
As they should. This year's tour to Shakespeare featured 2 different plays in the lineup. First, there was Julius Caesar at the Sanders County Fairgrounds on Friday, and A Midsummer Night's Dream on Saturday in Heron. Where else but the Heron Ball Field.
Watch this footage of Friday night's performance of Julius Caesar as performed by the Montana Shakespeare in the Parks.
Applauding you. That's how we start things off. Thank you for coming. Welcome, Plains! Yes, beautiful evening. Great turnout here. I love this. Thanks for coming out, guys. Welcome. One and all, welcome to Montana Shakespeare in the Parks, 38th season, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. First and foremost, what's that? 22 here in Plains. 22. Louise, right there, the angel of Plains. Thank you, Louise, for all that you do. And thank all the host families as well and the bed and breakfast. Everybody that chipped in to make our stay here in Plains as pleasurable as possible, and we do love coming here every single year. So thank you. You have a lovely community. I hope that you're proud of it. First and foremost, I got to thank the community from whence we come. Of course, as actors, we come from all over America, but where Montana Shakespeare in the Parks comes from is the one, the only Montana State University. Bozeman, go Bobcats! Yeah! I don't know much, but I do know this. If Montana State ever makes it to the national championship game, they will win. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see a show? Follow us, if you will, into the classic world of William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar.
Caesar! 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 Caesar!
Calpurnia! Behold Caesar's speech! Calpurnia!
Here, my lord!
Stand you directly in Antonio's way when he doth run his course. Antonio,
Caesar, my lord.
forget not in your speed, Antonio, to touch Calpurnia, for our elders say, the Baron, touch it in this holy course, shake off their sterile curse.
I shall remember when Caesar says do this, it is performed.
Set on, and leave no ceremony out.
Caesar!
Who calls?
Did every noise be still? Peace yet again?
Who is it in the press that calls on me? I hear a tongue shriller than all the music cry Caesar. Speak. Caesar is turned to hear.
Beware the Ides of March!
What man is that?
A soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of
Well,
March.
set him before me. Let me see his face.
So, come from the throng, look upon Caesar.
What was thou saying to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March!
He is a dreamer. Let us leave him. Pass.
Caesar! 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 Caesar!
Well, that looked very exciting. I wonder how it's going to end.
Seriously? You don't know?
Does he beware the Ides of March?
No. No, he does not.
Oh,
The Ides of March. Not a good time for Caesar. But the plays were an excellent time for anyone lucky enough to have caught either one of these performances.
many thanks to the local volunteers, organizers, and attendees who helped to bring this fine event to our community every year.
And, of course, a special thanks to the Montana Shakespeare in the Parks for making 2 very entertaining stops in Sanders County.
We do appreciate it and are looking forward to next year.
But for now, let's take a look at weather with Sanders County's most reliable voice in weather, Conrad Jenkins.
Let's hear it, Conrad.
Hello, I'm Conrad Jenkins. And this is your look at next week's weather for next week. Wednesday, sunny. 94 the high. 59 the low. Thursday, mostly sunny. 90 the high. 47 the low. Friday, sunny. 70 the high. 44 the low. Saturday, partly cloudy. 73 the high. 45 the low. Sunday, partly cloudy. 71 the high. 45 the low. Monday, partly cloudy again. 72 the high. 47 the low. And Tuesday, partly cloudy yet again. 73 the high. 48 the low. I'm Conrad Jenkins. Last ever, back to you.
Thank you, Conrad. Great, as always.